Welcome to another episode of Design in Progress. We are here today with a nice little chill episode, hitting up Neon Nexus again. I have made a few adjustments since the last time. Had a nice 2 week break. Went to GenCon, had a family vacation, the whole shebang. So, without any further ado, I have to make sure that I open this up so that I can actually see chat, because that's hard. There we go. That's all fixed now. Great. Let me introduce you to who we got. We've got joining us, as almost always, Will,
That's me.
longtime friend, longer time arguing partner,
Problem.
longer time problem child. Um, Joining us for, I think, perhaps the first time in Design in Progress history, is my other good friend Kevin,
Hello.
also known as Katz Miowski, but
That's
we'll just
right.
be
That's
calling
right.
him Kev. And then longtime listener, several times caller, we've got Rudy. It's rudimentary stuff by Rudy, extraordinaire.
Um, if you were born less than a year ago, then I do not exist. But now I do.
And those who have been following along with all my root stuff, Rudy was one of the instigators of the Dawn and Dusk deck. He did a lot of the initial design, kernel
I
formation.
did the first 10%, and then Endgamer said, "Hey, I want to do all of the hard work."
And I was like, "Hey, can I please do the hard work?" Like, oh my God, please.
What a tryhard.
So anyway, that's our panel for the evening, as it were. For those who did not watch the 2 weeks episode ago, that's not how words work, but we're just gonna go with it. I'm gonna explain the rules. Also, Kevin hasn't played this and Rudy hasn't played this, so I'm gonna kind of be explaining it to them also. Welcome to Neon Nexus. Well, oh,
Is
did
this
you
the
have?
for dummies? Is this a for dummies version?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll try my best.
Excuse me. Oof, dinner coming up. Yeah, super gross, right? Um, this is Neon Nexus. It is a roll and write cyberpunk city builder. So the dice are going to represent different districts that we can place within our city. I'm going to call out the colors now. Not that they're particularly important, but they're flavorfully important, which means they're important to me. Um, so red is the residential districts, yellow is the corporo districts, purple is the commercial districts, blue is rivers, lakes, water things. Green are forests, and the gray/black, it's kind of referred to as both throughout the rules and on the cards, is our cryptocurrency mining towers. Yay! Cryptocurrency. That'll definitely be around forever and ever.
Since we've already strip mined the earth of all usable metals for our mining rigs.
Right. Gotta just keep mining. So the way that the play is going to go is we're going to have a first player. They are going to roll all of these dice, and then we're going to draft the dice out and then back in, and we're going to be placing them on our hex grids, in a series of 12 different rounds. We will have cards in our hand, some of which will be two colors, and some will be only one color. In general, the two color ones are a little harder to do, but also get you a little bit of extra points, vaguely. Also, just before I explain the placement of colors, this kind of iterates. Sorry, my brain just died for a second there. This kind of explains the proportion of the colors of dice. So red is the most likely, then yellow, then purple, then blue, then green, then gray. So gray is rather rare on these dice. They're custom dice. So you are going to have cards in your hand trying to match patterns. You can flip or rotate them as much as you would like when placing them on your, or when trying to match them on your grid. your dice, you'll have drafted 2 dice by the end of the round, and you'll have to place those dice next to each other, and at least one of those dice must be adjacent to either the city center or a like color. And because we don't have crayons, we're just going to use these tiles. But if I had gotten blue and purple, I could place a purple here and a blue here. And then on my next turn, I could place a purple in any of these 5 areas. I could place a blue next to this blue or in the city center, but I couldn't just like place it off in the middle of nowhere. And I couldn't, if the blue was here, I couldn't just randomly place a purple next to it for no reason. I'd have to place a blue and then a purple. And that should be almost all of the rules. Before we start, we're each going to draw 3 of the single colors, which is going to be this bigger pile over here, 3 of the multicolors, which is the smaller pile over here, and then you're going to discard 2 of any of your cards back to their decks. So you should always, at any time, have 4 things that you're going for. Once you have a pattern on your sheet, you'll put it off to the side and draw a new card of your choosing. And then the last thing is the person who is rolling is going to rotate around the board clockwise. If at any time you are the person who is going to be rolling the dice, you can pass that initiative and trade out as many cards as you'd like for new cards. Now that should be everything you need to know. Any questions, Kevin and Rudy?
So how do we play the game?
I'm sorry, I was deafened. What was that? Roll dice, draft dice, put colors on grid. So we are going to do 12 rounds, which is exactly the size of this non-1 area. The -1 area gets you minus points if you place things there. And while you guys draw cards and look at them, I am going to explain the end game scoring, which is important. So,
do we need to shuffle these cards together, or did I miss
nope,
that?
nope. So this pile over here, this bigger one, is just single colored.
Yes, but when I'm pulling cards from my hand, I take from both.
Yes, you'll take 3 from this one and 3 from this one, and then you're going to discard 2 of any. So you're trying to look for ones that might overlap, might intersect really easily. And then I'm going to go over the end game scoring. Each color basically has its own end game scoring bonus.
Sorry, I'm gonna bug you again. How many cards?
3 from each pile, so you should have
3 from
6,
each pile.
and then you're gonna discard 2 back.
Wonderful.
And the 2 can be anything. They can be 2 single colored, they can be 2 double colored. You should just have 4 at the end. All right, your end game scoring is going to be for red, the residential, you get +1 point per area that you have that has 3 or more red hexes. So if you have basically different chunks of 3 or more.
So you want to make neighborhoods.
Neighborhoods, yes, exactly.
Okay.
If you have the most corporate areas, the most yellow, you just get 3 points. So if you have more than any other person. The purple, the commercial districts, they want to be next to residential districts. So for each purple commercial district that you have that is adjacent to at least 1 red, you get an extra point. Water is good. The biggest lake that you have, you get 1 point per hex in that chunk O water. The -1 area is the exclusion zone. It's super nuclear fallouty, gross and bad, which means that if you put a forest there, it's good. So you don't get your -1 penalty for green pieces that are in that area. And our good old cryptocurrency mining towers that are gray/black, they just get you a point no matter what.
Ooh.
No matter what. They're inescapable. Alrighty, so I need to discard some cards.
So we drew 3 of each pile, and we're keeping
You're keeping
Total of 4.
a total of 4. Like, I'm gonna get rid of this one, and I'm gonna get rid of this one, I think. I'm gonna shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. So notably, I think I mentioned this to our players. I don't think I mentioned this in the intro, but maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't remember. I got a lot of feedback. I got to playtest this at GenCon last week. I got to playtest this with my brothers during my vacation. I got to playtest this with Will in person, and my wife's sister, and and Will's friend. And the kind of general consensus was it was a little too much to wrap your head around. So I doubled the size of the deck, and then for that second chunk, I made everything easier by 1 hex to kind of give a larger range of difficulty, basically. So hopefully that should mean that there's a couple that are a little easier for you to put together, build up your confidence, and make it a little easier to score a little bit faster, is the hope. We'll
Where
gotta
did
go.
you put your discards? These
So this is the double, this is the single. Just put them back in there,
so
and then
just
I'll
put 'em back. There we
shuffle.
go. Okay.
Yes. There we go. Yep. Just shuffle and shuffle, and then I'll start us out with the rolling. And I'm gonna take. Oh my gosh, none of these is purple.
Yeah, I hate this roll.
I have so much purple though.
Well, that's good for me to know.
I'm gonna take this.
Poker face.
I'm gonna take this blue. What you doing, Rudy? We're going clockwise.
So red is most common.
Red
black
is most
least
common. Black is least common. So if
Then
you've
I
got
better get on this red. It's limited.
right, so you'll get to choose 1 now. Will will get to choose 1. Then Kevin will get to choose 2, and then it'll be Will, you, and then me. I'll get
Okay, well, I should
stuck with
probably get on
whatever's
this
left.
Black. Yeah.
I mean, the black is always worth a point at the end of the game, so it's hard to
That's
go.
what I'm saying. So I should
hard.
just always take black.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
I'll take yellow.
All right. I guess I will do a black, and I will also do a blue because I'm feeling like I'm gonna get bruised.
I'll take another yellow.
Do you want red or red, Rudy?
No, this is hard.
Hmm.
No, not that one.
I'll take blue. That's how this works, right?
Totally how this works.
It does if you're colorblind.
Alrighty. Yeah, I have not done the color blindness test yet. It is something that I know is possible, and
You
I
can
will
put
do
little-
eventually.
put little shapes, different glyphs.
There will also be shapes, but I'd want to do shapes and colors.
Yeah.
Also, just to
Wait,
click.
so this isn't the final art?
Yep. Yeah. This is not the final art. Surprise, surprise. The dawn and dusk back of the deck is final.
I was
yeah.
gonna say that's a nice touch.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. Rudy
I
definitely did that.
I love the very outsider art amateur feel of this -1, and how every -1 is unique in its own way.
Exactly. So just to clarify for those who have not played, the center is wild for placement, but it is not wild for scoring. So that center does not count as any color when you are trying to make a pattern with the cards in your hand. There's basically a giant void there in the center, which made some of my play testers very mad.
I'm already confused about how to make these shapes. This is so
Oh.
complicated.
Yes.
Again,
It's just a little brain bendy. I find it best to just kind of focus on 1 or 2 of them and be like, just kind of trust your
if
brain.
something happens, then
Right, and just kind of trust your brain to be like, I'll figure out the other ones later. It'll be fine. That's not how. 45 degrees is not at all what I wanted. There we go, 60. So can I kind of shove this like this, but flipped? Oh, God. The one suggestion that my brother did have, which, Rudy, you're going to be rolling next, by the way,
oh sweet.
was that if we could make it on like clear cards, so you could literally flip the card and try and match it up.
Well, that's smart.
Right, you do give up some information that people see what you're going for and could hate draft a little bit, but also it makes the actual gameplay
What would be
significant.
cool too is if these cards were die cut to that honeycomb shape,
Hmm.
so that you wouldn't have like a rectangular card that my brain would still be like, I know I flipped the honeycomb around the way I want, but this card is crooked.
Yeah. And
The rectangle's
right.
crooked.
I would have to like figure out how to do where I would put the scoring points for sure, but yeah.
Put a little circle right in the center.
Right in the
of
center.
The honeycomb that has just a number on it.
Yeah, that could work. That could work real good, actually. I do not want to try to do that in Tabletop Simulator. That sounds like that sounds like a pain in the ass, if we're being clear. But also that's a really good idea. Stop having good ideas.
Okay, all right.
You're embarrassing me.
I'll go back to the basement.
Hey, Kevin, it's your pick.
Oh, okay.
Now I get to pick 2.
Let's see. I'm gonna take both of these reds.
Nope. You only get one this time.
Oh, I screwed up. This one.
Don't give him a purple.
There we go. Here you go.
wants
You can have
those.
this red back.
Give me that red.
Oh, come on.
Okay, guys,
Oh.
what are we gonna choose?
You know I wanted that red.
Yeah, I want it too.
This is where my
Man, Will's just going all yellow. He's going for that bonus.
Sure am. No, I'm going for scoring.
You're such a jerk.
Sorry, what was the degrees that you used for flipping your cards? Was it 60?
60 should make it nice and
Oh, that's smart. I should.
nice and good and not make you sad or cry in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better.
Yeah.
I was enjoying 30, but I can see why 60 would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to hit rotate twice every single time, go for it. So Will gets to draw an additional card now. You going for single or double, Will?
Just in single, right?
It is.
Oh, wait, I can't put this here, can I?
Oh yeah, I can start fucking placing shit. Yes. So
There he is.
so you have to put basically one of those has to be next to the center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Now you see.
It hurts.
So I'm gonna do a yellow here and a red.
All right, I can do this.
And a red here.
I'll be fine. I'm not panicking.
And brain
Yeah, this actually works out nicely.
hurts so much. It'd be that and that, I think. Oh, Jesus Christ. No. Shoot. I think I gotta do it this way. Okay, cool. Cool, I figured it out. Sorry. Sorry, my brain melted off of my brain.
Is everyone placed?
Just the outer layer of the brain's gonna
Just that shiny outer curly layer. Yeah, that just.
Yeah. Well, you know, you like want to get all those wrinkles out so it's nice and smooth.
Okie dokie, Kevin.
Definitely want it to be nice and
Alright.
smooth.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, I love that green screen coming right through. Look at my bad green
you took
screen,
the purple
everybody.
one?
Sorry.
Alright, I'm taking a blue.
I'm taking a. Can you please re-roll this, William? I'm just.
Oh, so when you finish your pattern, you reveal the card and you get an extra card.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you will always have 4 that you are going for.
I got twice.
Okay.
I see you.
All right.
I wonder, do I take away choice from everyone, or should I just take a second yellow? I should probably just take the second yellow.
Do what's good for you. Honestly, hate drafting is not particularly useful because unless you need that thing, because you're basically screwing yourself as much as you're screwing
Yeah.
someone else.
the resources are limited enough that drafting only at the end, like the last 2 turns maybe, but before that usually doesn't matter.
Right, I gotta do my thing.
Let's just take a second yellow.
Huzzah! I have to take my field.
Jacob, I'm very upset with you.
Good. I've done my job. Red there and a red
I'm gonna give you a stern
here.
talking to.
So then lets me set a red somewhere else later. Hey, other people who are rolling dice, it would be great if you rolled some purple.
Here, I'll roll this dice.
No. God
There you go.
Oh. Makes me so angry. Hey, Rudy, why do you have one just sitting out here? How'd that happen?
Oh, am I not allowed to do that?
No, they have to be next to each other.
Oh, I thought
When
it
you
could be adjacent to this middle piece.
They have to be next to each other, and then must be either adjacent to the middle
Oh,
piece.
that's lame.
Wait, okay, wait. Do I have to
So like
put
this?
like as though they are dominoes?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Correct. That is totally legit. You're doing great,
Okay.
Kev.
Okay,
Perfect.
because I'm looking at
So-
rolls. Those are so nicely organized.
Yeah. So like, what other color did you just place?
It was these 2 yellow.
Okay, so yeah, it just needs to be
Like-
next to this yellow somewhere. So one of these
Okay.
5 spots.
But I could move this yellow there and then put it adjacent to that if I wanted to.
Right. Yeah, it
Okay.
could go into any of
Okay.
these 5 then. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me reconsider.
So who is rolling next? Like, what's the?
It
what's
will.
the-
You will
It
be
will
rolling
be you in a second once Rudy figures out where to put their dice. Dice. Ugh,
I'll get
tile.
to pick 2. Huzzah!
That's right.
Yes. And you remember that when it is your turn to roll, you can pass the initiative in order to dump cards out of your hand if you
We
want.
did
If you
not
want to.
explain that in the beginning, but usually the first round no one does it, so I wasn't going to bring it up
I,
until
I did explain it, but
round.
you might not
you
have been
did?
paying attention.
I wasn't listening to you. Shocker.
Shocked. I'm having a heart attack here from not surprise.
I'll do that. I'm good.
All right. Bueno.
Go. Time to roll.
Roll it.
Time to roll.
Roll.
How about that? For some purples?
Interesting.
Shwing.
Interesting.
All right, now I need to figure out where the fuck to put these purples.
Alright, well,
Because I want
I would like
a red there and a red there
is
and a red there.
you know what? I'm gonna let you have the purples. I'm gonna take a red.
So I can do it.
Aw, so nice.
I know that's the most common one, but
Or
I'm a man of the people. You
I
know?
think I have to do it there. Shucks-a-rooney. Or I can do it there. Okay, I'm gonna take a purple.
You're welcome.
Surprise, surprise.
Just saying, it'd be really nice if someone would save a purple for me, since I rolled them. Just saying.
I
go.
wish I could be nice, but I need both these purples.
Oh, you're dead to me.
Also dead to me. Don't need any of this, so let's make
Cool.
a lake.
I'll take yellow. I don't mind that.
Great. I'll score that.
Okay. Hey, Will.
Mhm.
I don't like you. Will keeps winning this game, and it makes me unnecessarily angry.
So this is correct, right? I have a yellow and a red. I want my red to be here.
Mm-hmm.
How do I
You have a yellow and a red. These two.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
So
basically
that's
your
the goal, 'cause
only.
I want my red here.
Right. It's because you
and
have to
that's
put it
how I achieve it.
exactly. So you have to go boop
Okay,
boop.
Cool. Well, I score this one then.
Sweet. Yeah. Nice.
And I get a new card.
You do. You do get a new
But
card.
it has to be a multicolored.
Nope.
card.
It can be either.
Oh, okay.
You can go for easier things if you want. You can be like,
Yeah,
this is.
I think I'm gonna get my butt kicked.
Oh my gosh! 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh.
7, 8. We're on turn 4. There are only 12 turns. Just warning everybody. So
Man,
we're a third of the way through the game.
not happy.
Sorry,
Alright,
my
I
wife
see
is
stuff.
baking something. It's terrifying. Like, oh no,
Humble brag.
something
I have
delicious.
a wife. She's baking something.
It's horrible.
I really set myself up.
You set yourself up great, Rudy. You got
no,
this.
I didn't.
I believe in you.
Give me 1 second. I think that's probably going to be what I do, but I just want to turn this guy around in a way that I can actually see it.
Man, you I'm so mad at you, Kevin, for having such a good idea about having die cut cards. So
You're
annoying.
welcome. You're welcome.
I'm like, oh my god, that'll make our lives so much easier.
Yeah, right. All the cards would be the same shape.
Yeah, just that yeah. Urgh.
I mean, that wouldn't help with the transparency, but
No, but you
I
can
mean,
do
you could still do
you
that.
do die cut and transparent and just bloop 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 bloop. And what do you want?
I mean, we would know the shape of, if you did transparency, we would know the shape of the layout, but we wouldn't necessarily know the color of the layout.
Yeah.
So I guess you could start to figure it out when I look at your board and see like, oh, it looks like he's got like blues and a weird L shape, and then
Right.
oh, he's got an L-shaped card.
Right.
You know.
Right. But again, hate drafting not particularly useful in this game, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you could
Oh my
mitigate
God.
that too if you had like
Ooh.
a shield, for each player, like almost like a GM screen.
Yeah, where they could put their
And then you
cards
can have all
down.
your
Mhm.
quick start guide on that little screen too. So you have your end game
Mm.
conditions and
Yeah, that could work too. So you can like have your stuff, like
your
colored
ratios.
your like coloring pad kind of to your right, and then your like little screen where you
Yeah.
have your cards that you're trying to get off to the left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rudy, you get to choose.
Yeah.
But this is all more stuff that would have to be printed.
That's fine.
You know.
I mean, it's all in the name of good design, you know.
True.
Also, one of these days, I'm going to beat Will and his unbelievably good luck in this game.
All right, so I get 2 this time. Is that
You
correct?
do.
You do. We're back to me, and this
Do you
is
want a green or a yellow?
This is
Do you want us
round.
all to get yellows?
Lala.
I'll pick the green.
Alrighty.
It's like I'm going down here anyway, so I'm going to the edge. I might
Need a
as well
purple
use my green
here.
in my -1 space.
And I guess I'll throw a yellow down.
And I just completed this card as well.
Here. I need a red there. These are all -1s.
Oh no.
I guess we just do this, and I probably should have thrown that away. I'm so mad.
I'm not happy with the cards I keep picking up.
Mhm.
That one's terrible. Can I trade cards with Will?
How, Will? Literally how?
How what?
How do you
Oh,
only have
no.
2 colors on your board halfway through the game?
And how are they
I'm-
so neatly organized?
Mm-hmm.
Makes me so angry.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey! Whoa!
This I could have
Right.
scored last game, but I'm
Last turn. Yeah.
dumb. Yeah.
It's okay. It's tricky.
Pretty good. It's a good play.
Sweet. Oh, you scored that, didn't you?
Oh, do I keep it out?
Yeah, you
Wait.
keep it out here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, when you score them, you make like a little pile, and then
That makes
you'll add them together at the end of the game.
Here. We're gonna. Oh, these are bad. This is not good.
Well, you're about to roll, so you can pass an initiative to dump them if you'd like to, and draw new ones.
No,
and then-
I'm gonna do amazing, but don't even worry about it.
Yeah, I'll get that.
Also, I find it weird in that we're going to talk math for a second here, right before Rudy rolls. Statistically, the proportion of red on the dice is equal to the number of red in the deck. But somehow I feel like these dice just don't roll red that often. It's just like bonkers to me. I don't understand how that works, but I do think I need to add somewhere a new red side to a dice somewhere, or like change where the reds are so that one die is, because right now kind of all the colors are kind of spread out as evenly as possible, which means that the it's kind of like, even though you're rolling a bunch of dice, it's still it's a less of a chance than if like, oh, I had one dice that's 3 reds, then it's a 50% chance that the red is going to come up every single time, you know. Anyway, sorry.
Maybe the red pixels are heavier.
Yeah, that's it. There we go. Red pixels are definitely heavier, of course. Why didn't I think of that?
Well, they have a much lower frequency, you know, so they move slower.
Exactly. It's kind of like the Doppler effect, but for pixels.
That's why we keep getting so much blue and purple. You know, 'cause it's just a faster wave. It's
There you go.
It wants to come up top.
All right. With that divergence, go ahead and roll for us, Rudy.
Slow rolling it.
Oh, he had to say something. Now he went fast.
Thanks.
Whoa! Hope somebody's looking for green, because I'm not.
Yeah, it's not what I was looking for. I can already score that, and I was blind, so I'm gonna ignore that card. So really, most of this is useless to me. Is what I feel.
You know you want to
Ken?
rob Will of the purple one.
Oh
I
my
do.
God! Why do we all need purple so much?
Yeah. Well, I mean, then I'll just take another yellow.
My God, you and your frickin'. We should take yellow. Both of us should take yellow. Kevin, force him to have another color.
Yeah, I'm just
Force me
trying
into green or blue.
You must take a third color. Also, this is round 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, okay, this is round 6. Yep.
Yeah, I'll take a yellow.
This is unfortunate because I need none of these colors. And I could just. I'm sorry, Kevin. I gotta just take these blues. I think it's like literally the only way I score points this turn. So.
I mean, I don't really need blue. I'll take another yellow. That's fine.
Great. Awesome.
So you want green or green, Will?
I think I'll take green.
All right, cool.
Cool. I guess I'll take green.
Awesome. My dog is chewing on something.
That's what dogs do, man.
No, he's not. Just sounded
He's a
like
dog.
it. Yeah. We just got him like an antler that he just loves.
Oh, those are great.
Mhm.
For dogs, I mean.
You know, people sometimes chew on antlers too. No big deal.
Yeah, I guess depends.
This freaking sucks, my guy.
Okay, you currently have 9 points. I currently
Yeah,
have
Sucks.
0 points.
Oh yeah, I can score this.
Oh my God! Why am I so bad at this game?
Not including your giant lake here.
That's still only 5 points.
It's at least 5 points. Like, think endgame as well, man. You gotta calculate your endgame as you're doing the game along the way, too.
You can't score that unless you play one of the pieces this turn.
Oh,
I guess you can say you scored it last turn, but
yeah.
Did you have it last turn?
I mean, I did.
did you make it last turn?
Well, I had to make it on some turn.
I'm going to go ahead and trust you, but I am going to bring up this now, that from this point forward, you must have impacted the pattern this turn in order, the turn that you score it.
Okay.
Alright, so
it's
if I have an existing formation on my board and I draw a card that has exactly that, I'm not allowed to
can't.
claim those points.
Correct.
Correct.
Oh, man.
You can't just draw into free points.
That's brutal.
It is brutal.
But you can draw into being one away from something and then score it,
Exactly.
Oh, well, yeah, sure.
which is great when that happens, and stinks when you just score something and then draw the thing that you could have gotten if you didn't just play the quiz.
Right, and you're like, "Grr." Yeah, it's pretty bad. All right, it's Will's roll.
I need to
do
actually put
I
my guys on,
want
but it's okay.
Oh yeah, but you were purple and green. There we go.
Do I want to pass draw on these? No, I think I'm close enough to things I don't want to.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Huh.
I'll do it.
All right.
Minecraft Villager has entered the chat.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll take purple.
I hate you and
want
everything
the
you
purple
stand
one?
for.
Why would you do that? Why would you want purple?
Because
I
want it.
I feel like I have to just dump all of my purple cards. Oh my god. I started with 3 purple cards, and luckily I was like, that's pushing it a little bit, Jay. You should throw one
Question
of
real
them.
quick.
Mm-hmm.
We have 12 turns?
12
Is that correct?
turns. 12
Okay.
turns. Yep.
All right.
We're halfway through.
All right.
A little bit more.
I'll take the black one.
I guess I can just keep. Wait.
Keep on keeping on.
I need this. It's been so long since a red has been rolled, and I have had an opportunity to take it that I forgot that I was trying to get a red. Wait a second. I need this. I think I do know what's happening mathematically, though, which is the number of cards that are red is proportional, but the number of hexes that are red on the cards is not proportional.
Rudy, you get 2.
Oh, right, I get to take a second.
You get double pick.
We'll
Science!
And you only have 3 cards?
Oh, let's, I just didn't redraw.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to give me more yellows, or do you want to give me a green?
Give him the green.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give you the green. Not because
That's
I'm not out of
The
spite.
one I wanted.
Oh my god, he's gonna score.
course it
He's
was.
such an you're such a nice person, William.
I know.
You are a nice person, and people say nice things about you.
Yeah, people enjoy your company.
Not a morale boost, you idiot. A physical boost. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna figure out how to draw a card, I promise. Oh my god, and Jesus monkeys.
I got 1, 2,
What
3,
a
4.
what a great thing for me to pick up.
Oh, of course I draw that.
That would...
Let's go for one of these ones.
How the hell am I gonna score this?
Oh no.
Why can't I play the card I just drew because I made it this turn?
Because of the game.
Because of the rules.
My
Like,
Sorry, go ahead.
have I blocked myself out of this square?
You could never have placed there in the first place.
Oh, okay.
You're not allowed to. My brothers are very contrary when it comes to like he kept being like, but why does it work that way? I'm like, it's the way that it works right now, John. I don't know what you want from me. And he's like, but why? I'm like, oh my god.
That's the law.
It's like, I don't know. That's how it works right now. It could work different, yeah, but let's just play it how I wrote it right now first. Then we can worry about changing it. It's great to actually see my brothers.
I love them, I swear.
I do. I love the crap out of them. It's just been like 2.5 years since I saw them, so it's just like, yay, we get to do things.
Okay.
Right,
Kevin's roll.
like this.
Kevin's roll. Round 8. There we go.
What am I doing here?
What are you doing here?
I was holding all the dice and trying to roll at the same time.
Ooh.
All right, you guys said you want a purple, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Because he didn't roll any.
Yeah. So
Do that, and
I'm gonna take.
that. I could do that there. How am I gonna get that?
I want none
there,
of these.
You do have to do one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. You're right.
And then later on, you're gonna have to do another one.
Those are the rules.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. I'm very
Currently,
sad.
currently, you two are tied for the most yellow.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm
we both
ver-
have 6.
I'm very sad about this outcome, but I'm gonna take this red.
That's unfortunate.
That is. I'm also sad about this outcome.
So unfortunate.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, Will has a city in which there are only corporate towers and storefronts.
Right. He just has
Trees.
a bunch of businessmen who are
And trees.
buying lunches.
There are,
So
are
many.
two city parks where they can eat their lunch. That's
Just
it.
trees. All right,
Back-
Rudy.
Back to
You get
you,
another
Rudy.
Wow, Jake, you practicing for the
Sure.
local news team?
Why?
Back to you, Rudy.
It's back to you, Rudy. I just have to figure out
I'll score that one.
how to not make my life horrible. I think I'm gonna grab
Who's
this and you take this. There you go.
Okay.
Will's moving too fast for us.
All right.
Gotta go fast. So I think if I do yellow black here, I'll be
We'll do
okay.
a red one here.
But then where am I gonna put that black? Over here? Okay.
Yeah.
Somehow. We'll just make it work. It's okay. We'll do it live.
It's a make it work moment.
Alright, is it my roll?
Yeah, I think I just rolled that crap, so.
Okay, Rudy, it's your roll actually.
Oh, I wasn't ready. I wanted to get one of these. Do I have to mulligan my whole hand?
Nope. Just any
Whatever I
number
choose
any
to.
number that you choose, yeah. You can be
Okay,
1,
I'm
2, 3,
freaking
4.
mulliganing.
Well then, so you'll pass it to William. And William, do you want a chance to mulligan?
I sure do.
Okay. How about you, Kevin? Do you want a chance to mulligan? Or do you want to roll?
So if I do that and I discard, do I pick from the pile again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, sure.
I
Okay.
have to wait till Rudy shuffles and redraws
Oh,
before
okay.
I put mine in and draw.
Right.
Cool.
Oh, but we have to keep them separate by singles versus multicolor, is that right?
Yes, these are singles. These are multicolors. But you can dump them back in and reshuffle. When you're playing in real life, you put them back on the bottom, but that's super easy to do in TTS, but annoying to explain how to do in TTS. So we're just gonna shuffle. It's because it's way easier to just throw it on the top and shuffle.
LOL. Kevin,
Did
you
you?
can do yours.
So this one's a multi, this one's a single.
Mhm.
Right, and then F is shuffle. Nope, F is flip. R is shuffle. Alright, I'm gonna take one from here.
Mm.
If I
Don't.
get the same card again.
Yeah, technically that would be impossible in the real game, but it is possible right now.
Okay, so I skip my turn, so back to Jake.
So yeah, so now I don't have the option to do it again. I'm forced to actually roll. So you can have a thing where it goes around,
And this
around,
is
around,
now
around.
round 9.
This is now round 9. Those are colors, some of which I would like.
Bet you would like those.
I go with purple. It's just so annoying. I just grabbed it, got a green one, and this so happens that the shape that it is, I physically cannot place it using the existing green that I have. It's literally impossible to do. Makes me so angry. Just like, no, you're garbage. Will, what you picking?
Oh, did Rudy pick theirs?
Yeah,
I grabbed the-
Rudy picked blue.
Yellow, to no one's surprise.
I'm
And everyone's chagrin, I'm sure.
Oh, I
aghast.
needed yellow.
I'm surprised. I mean,
can't
not
put
that
anything
surprised.
on the city center one. Is that
You
correct?
cannot put anything on the city center. My hope.
That's a real bummer.
My hope is that I'll have like a little like meeple that will go on it. That'll look like a giant tower.
Oh, okay.
Here we can do that. Here, look. This is what we're gonna do. This will make you super happy. All right.
Are you so this board here, is this supposed to be like in future play, is this supposed to be like a whiteboard, or are you gonna do like a deluxe version that has these little chippies in here? Because that'd be cool, and like a injection molded little honeycomb board.
Yeah, that could be a possibility.
So then you could make this middle one not have a recessed hole that can fit a little chip in it.
For now, we're gonna work on pitching the idea to people and them giving me money,
Right.
and then people playing the game.
I'm
But
a big picture kind of person. You know? I'm like
the idea right
of putting the cart before the horse.
right, the idea right now is that it would be like pads of paper and actual roll and write in a traditional sense. There is a game that is kind of like has some similar ideas, and I'm very I came up with this entire idea and then read about this game, and I was like, okay, I need to like actually differentiate for myself from them, like in very specific ways. And they use tiles, and I'm like, okay, so I can't use tiles. I have to do actually roll and write. I was gonna do roll and write anyway, but people keep being like, what if it was actually tiles? I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. That's too much like harmonies.
Well, here's the thing. I don't like any of these dice.
Well, that's where the end game scoring comes in.
Yeah.
The yellow helps you fight William for the most. Green, you can just throw willy-nilly into the exclusion zone. Blue doesn't help you at all because you're horrible at making lakes.
Yeah, I didn't really plan my lakes out here. I have this the most aggravating little space right here. I can't do anything.
Yeah.
I've done that before and it
You
sucks.
really, really messed yourself up there. Yeah.
And the thing is, I have a card that if I could put a piece right there, I'd be able to get that. I can't do it. It sucks.
Yeah, it does. Hey, Rudy, I think we both get green.
Yay.
So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw a green here. Purple here. That was actually a very helpful green. Thank you very much. Let me do things that I wanted to do, and also
I'll score that one.
follow the fuck you. Follow the rules of the game. I just
Will's too good.
I wonder if I didn't shuffle properly before you picked your cards.
I think Will might be doping.
You have so very many yellows and purples.
I mean, I have
seems-
mulliganed. I've mulliganed 3 cards, and of the 6 cards I had, 3 of them fit that color set.
Oh my God.
So I knocked out. So I had all 3 of those matching ones, and granted, I also had a purple and a red in the starting hand too.
Yeah.
I just didn't want it.
Just seems improbable.
Yeah.
Just seems. Alrighty, round 9. I mean, round 10. Rudy go, and then 11 will be Will, and then 12 will be Kev. Then we'll be done. That'll be the whole game.
Da-da-da.
Ba-ba-da-bar. And that's assuming that no one else passes initiative. There
Wow.
are the
That
reds.
is a terrible roll for me.
What should I do with this?
Man, that's too bad.
Should I take the purple? Probably. Right?
Probably to deny William it.
If it helps you, I mean, it doesn't really help most of us. Well, you think I have a 7th, what, 14th purple in my hand? I probably do.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because I just only draw purples
Yes,
all game.
that is what I think.
Okay.
William,
I'll just take a yellow if you take it.
you and your purpleness.
I will gladly take a yellow.
I'm take one of these. Well, you have to take at least one red.
It's me?
Yep.
Me? Yeah, I do want a red.
You
And
you don't have a choice.
I'm going to take also
Another red.
another red. Make
I will
myself
also take red.
make myself a little red city.
I am going to keep myself from getting locked out of playing dice later on and take a red. See, I thought about that. You all had all these opportunities to deny me plays because I only had purples and yellows on the board.
That is true. We could have locked
It's a
you out.
huge risk I took.
We could have
and
locked
I
you
did
out
it.
at some point. Yeah. Yeah, you played well. With a red, so I want that free. So I think I want my red here and here. I don't know how I'm gonna place this red properly, and I'm hoping that I can get this placed. Kumsa.
All right, that's another one done. Ding ding. 1, 2, 3.
I think it's so funny that I designed this game, and there's fundamentally something where when I play this game on Tabletop Simulator, I lose every single time in spectacular fashion.
You just gotta get good.
I do. I just gotta get good. I do okay when I've been playing in person. I've like done great, but something about TTS just does
All right,
not.
I'm
You rolling?
rolling for round 11.
Every card I pick hurts more.
Come on, purple.
What the?
Not a purple. I'll take a blue.
Wow. Wow, really? That
Why?
was terrible.
Why do you want to hurt me, William?
That was awful.
Trust me, I feel bad about this too.
All right. Well, I guess I'll take yellow,
Okay, I'm gonna take red,
and I guess we all get blue.
and then we all get
Hey.
blue. I can't believe that worked. That was
You know,
so.
That
That
worked
was-
out really well for me.
that
I'll
was-
double score.
That was
Oh.
so fortuitous for me. I won't double score, but I will do a single score of 4. Oh my gosh, if this hand doesn't stop sucking this up, I'm going to kill it. There we go. This is where we go.
And I
Zone,
think I get
hand.
this.
Another yellow card.
delete.
All right. How many turns we have left?
Delete. Just your turn. That's it.
Still? Just the one. Okay.
I get to draw a card that I can try to get on the last turn. I already had you. Go away. This is I should the next time we test this online, if you flip a card, if it's what? It's like control or shift or Z or there's a button. Oh, you have to right click and then you can go under. That's what it is.
Oh,
I'll teach people that next time.
interesting.
So we can play properly and don't get draw the exact same card that we already have.
I mean, you could always just put the card down and then pick the whole deck up and put it on top.
I know, that's just so
That's the
Manual
slow way.
solutions are poor solutions.
yes.
That's the slow way. I know.
Yes.
We gotta have keystroke, supremacy here.
Keystroke supremacy. For sure.
Wow.
Mm.
All right.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
What? Take this purple one?
Oh my god.
Why would I do that?
Because you're evil.
Why would I do that?
Because I want to score. I just want
All
to.
right. So what about this? What if you enter a scenario where it's impossible to play that die?
You don't get to.
Okay.
That's it.
Here's hoping.
So why would you take the purple then if you knew you couldn't play it?
I'm gambling,
Okay.
and also I know how much Jake wants it.
Why?
Last turn.
Why would you do that to me? That's such a not nice thing.
It's the last turn.
Oh my gosh.
I can't let you win at your own game.
Literally none of these colors helped me. The only one that helped me was that purple.
That's a real
It's
shame.
just-
man.
So garbagey. And like I guess I could like throw a red here that gets me 1 point, but then I have to throw something into the
Mm.
All right, let's go with this. Let's try.
What happens if 2 people tie for an endgame score?
It has
Just
it
declare
has it hasn't happened yet. You dueled to the death. I should come up with an actual answer though. Thank you for asking.
Because I'm considering just taking these 2 blues if I can, and then just denying you the points so you score even worse. But if we both get it when we tie, then I can't do that.
Whoever does it.
Well,
with
the
least
blues
penalties.
everyone gets. It's just
It's
the
only the
everyone-
yellows that
oh.
are
yeah.
contentious.
It's only the yellows that are the most. Yeah, yeah.
I think one tie condition could be whoever does it with the least amount of penalties for sprawling to the edge.
Yeah, that's probably
Like,
be a
because
good
that's the
one.
most efficient building.
Right.
You know, but you
Right.
may still end up with a situation where people tie there too.
Well, then you share the victory. That's what I usually do. Is like
If you did a
there's
super efficient build with
there's
no waste.
right there's one tiebreaker, and if you are still tied, you just both win. Good for you.
Hooray!
You did it.
This is interesting.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
I wish there was a red.
Mm.
Give me a pick.
I wish there had been a black or a purple.
We really stopped
Take
seeing
blue.
blacks after a certain point.
We really did.
Okay.
We took so many.
I'll double score again in the last round.
Oh my gosh, you're so aggravating.
Is this unavailable?
It is available if you want to make me sad.
Do it.
I do want to make you sad, actually.
Okay, so this nets me 0 points, so I might as well just throw it down here. For nothing.
This.
I don't get. I only scored twice. That's very, very sad.
Yes.
Do I have the most? No, we're split for yellows. 1, 2,
Okay,
3, 4,
so
5,
10.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to your
11.
11. You beat me on that. Cool.
13,
Nice.
16,
Yeah, nothing.
17, 18, 19. I think that's everything. Did I really only get 19 points? That's going to be so sad. Got my water, got my greens, got this. Got this. Got that. 20, because I forgot to score my one chunk of red. I got a whopping 20 points, guys. I did it.
20, 24, 28, 30, 31.
God, 31. Whew.
How does this game work? I'm confused.
I got 45, but then I have to do my minuses. So
Oh.
45 minus 3 is 42.
Should I
No,
even
no, no.
count?
These are both 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4.
41, sorry.
Yeah, 41.
Should I even count?
Yeah.
All right.
We need
got,
We need the math,
5,
man.
10, 14, 17 in cards.
Mm-hmm.
I got 3 more for the most yellow, so that's 20.
20.
And then I had this is a +1, but there's also a -1 here.
Mm-hmm. So nothing there.
The
Mm-hmm.
-1 here is 19.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had 20, 21, 22 because of my black
Mhm.
gray ones.
And then 23, because your biggest ocean lake was 1.
Oh, I get 3 more because of that then. You're right.
Oh,
44.
okay. Okay. So yeah, so what am I? 20, 23, 24? What was that?
Mhm.
I lost count.
One of those numbers that is lower than what Will had by almost 20.
By nearly half.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about your ridiculous luck, William, other than saying stop playing this
Another
game.
purple too.
Oh my God.
That's why you denied me that purple. I was like, great. I could have scored that. I could have scored that. That was already ready by the time I drew it. This was ready by the time I drew it.
That's
So
just
many stupid things.
just absurd luck. I mean, this was the purple that I could almost score. This is the green that I just drew, can't score. The black that I just drew, can't score. The purple that I already had in my hand and can't score.
I mean, it helps that I, only played one double and went all singles all the time.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Which is one thing I have realized is that drawing doubles
Mm-hmm.
seems, and I could be wrong, seems like the wrong thing to do when you're drawing cards.
I think you basically can draw doubles like 1 time or 2 times. Like it has to be in the first like third to quarter of the game, and once you go past the halfway point, you basically can't risk it. So that's where I am considering, like, do I just add literally like to all of the double colored cards, add 1 more point to be like they are, because I have like a formula for figuring out how many points a specific card is worth based off of what hexes are on it. So that's all done quote unquote mathematically. But if I was just like, and then also for multicolors, they're just worth an extra point. I don't know if that would skew people into risking it, basically.
It would definitely make people hold multicolors in their opening hand more.
Mm-hmm. To be like,
I don't
I
know
can
that it
do
would make
this.
them draw it more.
So no. Anyway, I'm gonna ask Will a specific question, and then I'll open it up to Kevin and Rudy for more generic fulfillment. That's not the word I'm looking for. Your comments. There we go. Comments. That's the word. Will,
Mhm.
did the cards with the easier cards feel gooder, better, more good? It's been a
Like
very long day, people. I'm so sorry that my brain is not working. Yeah.
So I will say that I
Mhm.
scored more cards in this single game than the 2 previous games I've played combined.
Mhm.
So I imagine that is a little bit luck and mostly the changes you've made. I would attribute it
Right.
probably to the changes you've made,
Okay.
at least in a significant amount.
Mhm. Okay. Well, I would call that good. Um, Overall, I think overall all of us, I think more scoring was done. I just happened to have just god garbage luck, which is going to happen in this game. It's a very luck-based game. You're drawing cards and rolling dice, so sometimes that will just happen. My hope is that it's a fast enough game. I mean, you're able to kind of play the game, and if everyone knows what they're doing in like a solid hour or less, really. We fully explained the game and played the game, and we're at just about an hour right now. So if everyone actually knew what they were doing, I can imagine you could chunk this out in 30 to 45 minutes. So not too heavy of a time commitment to be like, well, my luck sucked. I guess I just lose. All right, Kevin, Rudy, thoughts?
So this is basically just like Cascadia, right?
It's kind of like Cascadia, a little bit like Cartographers.
So you just like rip them off. Like,
Heavily inspired.
Inspired by Cascadia and Cartographers and King Domino and Sushi Go and
no, this is pretty good. Honestly, like looking at like screenshots, because you've been playing this game for a while.
Mhm.
I was not like super drawn in, obviously.
Mhm.
Just
What do you
start
you
to
mean?
start.
You mean my horrible phone art didn't draw you in?
No, it's crazy. But I actually I was kind of I thoroughly enjoyed this. This was quite fun. My only gripe, and I think like if you had some sort of solution is like mentally I cannot look at this and be like, okay, how do I rotate this to make it look like what it needs to look like on the board?
Yeah.
Like it's just very hard mentally for me.
Right.
But
So
like
if
that's more of a skill issue than
right.
anything
So
else.
if this was actually just this kind of triangular shape, like
Yeah,
all the
and
cards were
you were
triangular
able.
and it was like transparent to the point where you could literally just like flip it and be like, yeah, okay, it looks like that. Oh, it looks like that, and you can literally just rotate it however you want. Would that help? You think?
I think the flipping it helps just for me mentally.
Mhm.
Like I can rotate this around and that helps quite a bit, right?
Right.
Like I also think if I was playing this like physically in person,
Yeah, that makes
probably
that.
would be easier than like on
As a
TTS.
as a person who has made a physical copy of this, so I could playtest it with my friends in real life, it is a lot easier in real life because you can just
It is.
turn your cards and then and then you also get to color with colored pencils. It's the best.
Which is also fun.
You're like, yay, I'm a little kid again.
So that's like my main thing, but really like that's
That's
more
the
of a skill issue than anything. But I think a lot of people will probably run into that being like, okay, how do I
right. That has
and they'll
been
just be sitting there like this.
right. That has been the biggest gripe that I've gotten. So that is definitely. I'm hoping that a couple things going together, the different shape of them, and them being transparent, which I have no idea how the hell I'm going to do that in TTS, but I'm sure I will figure it out.
Thinking about the transparency, at least in physical form, you would have to do something to try and mitigate the being able to see the top card. I mean, presumably transparency would pile up and you wouldn't know 100% what it is because it'd be a bunch of brown spots, but there might be some amount of being able to see the top card or couple cards if they were fully transparent.
Or just have 2 giant bags.
Right, it'd have to be bags or like boxes or something like that.
Yeah, you just have giant bags and reach in, grab one. And when you dump cards, you get to draw one out and then dump yours, or something like that. Like, okay, I'm going to throw out 3 of mine. I get to pull 3 new ones, and I'm gonna put these 3 back, and then, or you know, some sort of rule like that, where you're not getting the exact same cards back. There's no chance of that, at least, not right away. You know. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I would echo the sentiment about the spinning these around in my brain was pretty tough to do. I do think the die cut of some sort would make that a little bit easier. I also found it extremely frustrating in a good way once I realized that I had done this, and that made me really mad, and I didn't know how to fix that.
You're like,
But,
oh
now
no.
I know for next time, right? So now next time I'll have a little bit more of a strategy around how to deal with that.
Right. That placement of those dominoes ends up being really important in like the last third of the game. Like the first one, you're like, I'm just matching these colors. This is totally fine. And then at the end, you're like, I made such bad decisions earlier. Why? Half hour ago, me was such an idiot.
yeah, actually.
Right.
So I like it, and you know, as much as a math guy as I am, you know, my eyes kind of glazed over a little bit when I was thinking about the ratios and points and all. And I was like, I don't know, I'm gonna go into my headcanon of like, let me build a dystopian city, and we'll see where the points fall.
Let's see where the points fall. It'll be fine. I do think I can muck with the ratios just a little bit by, like, basically every single one of these dice has at least 1 red, and then one of them has 2. And then all of them have yellow, except one of them has 2. And then there's like a total of 4 out of these 8. There's like 6 that have blue, and or 6 blue sides and 6 green sides. And I could go through the math of it all, but my point is basically everything is, like I said before, spread out as evenly as possible across all of the dice. So I'm wondering if I start like stacking dice a little bit, especially in the purples and the yellows and the reds, that there's like a dice that's like a 50% chance for a red and a 50% chance for a yellow and a 50% chance for blue, and then evenly
the number of purples and the number
purple.
of blues is equal.
Right, or rather, sorry, that there be and I want purple to be
6, 5, 4, 4, 3, 2.
Right, but I want there's more purple cards than there are blue cards, so it's easier to find a purple to try to score.
And I guess like going back to my
and they're also worth quote unquote
mob
less.
Stats class, you know, like I guess when you're rolling all of these dice, 8 dice together, the way you have it with it spread out, functionally each die is its own probabilistic roll.
Basically, yeah.
Whereas if you're trying to guarantee the set produces at least 1 red most of the time,
right, I need to actually
just have them spread out.
I need to actually start loading dice. Right, so I need to have a red loaded dice and a yellow loaded dice and a purple loaded dice, and then then everything else can be evenly separated, basically.
Because otherwise, the odds of any color showing up is just the odds of it showing up on any one die.
Right, which are slightly different because there's
separate dice rolls.
Right, because there's
roll of 8 dice.
Right, because there's 4 separate dice that all have slightly different chances of things, but in the grand scheme of things, it's relatively spread out. So really, your chance of rolling any reds for each dice roll is basically 1 in 6, and you're just doing it 8 times. So it's like,
version is like,
mathematically, right.
Like if I flip 8 coins and I want to get, you know, so many heads.
Right.
Like, am I just flipping 1 coin 8 times? or am I flipping all 8 coins and like just throwing them up in the air and seeing what lands? That's
Right.
actually different in like the math of probability.
Right, or-
that's actually a different calculation.
Wait,
Right.
are we going back to law of large numbers? Because that's like a real throwback. Kevin.
Oh my God, the law of large numbers. No.
Sure is.
So nobody knows this actually. We played the game one time that me and Will and Kevin designed during the pandemic. Is the game where we're moving spaceships around hexes, and we played that literally like every week for almost a year.
Yeah.
Sure did.
I gotta dig that one out because it has some good stuff and I had some good changes coming to it.
Extraterrestrials, work in progress.
Extraterrestrials, yeah. But it was an oft-cited joke that the law of large numbers says that it's true, so it must be true. So sounds like I need to muck with dice, but that the cards are much better, which makes me happy.
Yeah, red came out not nearly as much as I expected.
As
We
it
were
should
like,
have.
Oh, red's the most common. And I was like,
Right, and you're like,
Yellow
is
is
it?
easily the most common. Yellow
Right.
is like 3 dice in every single roll.
Yeah, I have no idea why that. I was like, this is making me
which
mad.
if your dice were correct, Will would not have won.
Right, exactly.
Sure.
Exactly.
Not me playing the odds by picking the 2 colors that are the second and third most populous.
Right.
Exactly. Definitely
right, 'cause
not.
You should have had way more red on your board. So
Right.
Which would have gotten me more points because my purples would have gotten red points off of them.
True.
Exactly. All right. Well,
Are purple and yellow the best colors? Absolutely.
it is. It's factually true because it happened one time.
This is the second time, actually.
God dang it! You're so annoying, William.
And
Did you?
I mean, I'll tell you what, man. When you did it once, now we did it twice. That's just like the law of large numbers is coming right back.
Right, it's coming right back. I mean, the annoying thing now is my physical dice. I put like little stickers on, and they're really, really annoying to get off. So for me to muck with dice is just gonna be a huge pain in the ass.
Just put letters on them. Just like an R on one of the yellows.
So this is no longer yellow; it's red.
Color it in.
It's fine. It builds character.
Builds character. Having to slough off all frickin' all 6 sides on 8 dices, so I can re-sticker them all. Sounds great. All right. Well, with that, thank you everybody for coming and playing. Thank you for those watching. Please like and subscribe. I am going to be trying to ramp back up into doing, or not back up. I never did 2 shows a week, but we're going to do it. I did it for a little bit. Never mind. I'm ADDing for a second there. I'm hoping to be doing 2 shows a week from this point forward. So we'll be doing Design in Progress Mondays and then Grab Bag Gaming on Wednesdays. My hope is that this Wednesday is a game that I demoed while in GenCon, Captain Flip. It's super fun and is nominated for a Spiel des Jahres. However you say that, I don't speak German.
I
Sorry.
do.
Sorry for all my...
Fine.
Say-
in the chat. I'll say it for you.
Say Spiel des Jahres.
Oh, like a game of the year?
Yeah.
Spiel des Jahres?
There we go. That. It was nominated for that. It's a fun game. It's a fast game. Way faster than this. It's only like a 35-minute game, 40-minute game. Anyway, we'll play that on Wednesday, and then I'm hoping to hopefully maybe get a guest in next week for Design in Progress. So that'll be cool. Thank you for all my playtesters. You've been great. Thanks for dealing with my my sleepiness and my words not working so great. Anyway, if you're still watching, I don't know why you're still here. It's over, in Ferris Bueller style. But thank you. Like, subscribe, do the Twitch thing where you follow me or something. I don't know how Twitch works.
Send him bits.
Send me bits. I need the bits. All right. With that, we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.